Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to Mordor. First off, first things first, let's just look at our notifications here. Our good friend, actually our hated enemy, Arthdor, he has bribed a unit of raiders, and for some reason, well, no, it's not a mystery. I know exactly why that pisses me off, because right now we are in a tough spot. We need as many units as possible, and Arthdor bribing a few units between Minas Morgul and East Osgiliath, that's not helping our cause in the least. Therefore, I'm just getting chaffed. It's really chapping my ass right about now. But speaking of units, we are going to be retraining a ton and recruiting a few more in Barad-dûr right away, and also recruiting a fucking shit ton all over the place, really. But for now, we just need to deal with Gorshag, whose path has been blocked, apparently. We were going to send him to check out these towers. I have no idea what they are. They are the White Towers of Emen Baraid, and I'm sure somewhere in here there's a little bit of history there. I have no idea what the hell these are. 3 tall elven towers which hold a palantir. I see, okay. It is the prison in which the high elves keep the third palantir, I suppose. Okay, we've got a candidate for adoption, and Lundbag, he's not a bad general actually, but I'm going to decline for budget reasons. Okay, what else? Oh shit, yes. Thornburg is becoming besieged. Has become besieged by Captain Rohirdrin here, and it's not gonna be good. His army, it's not bad. I can't actually tell right now what the hell's going on there, but I'm not sure the defense is gonna be fun. I'm actually dreading it quite a bit. We're gonna have to deal with that as soon as I end the turn, I would assume. But we also have a new mission to blockade the port of Minas Tirith, which is this port here. And you know what, I might as well do. I'm going to send Dondeth and his army out into the field to blockade this port, because we will be rewarded with some military units, and that is exactly what we need right now. We've got some raiders in Barad-dûr and just a bit of retraining. That's all that's going on. Because we were not able to recruit as many units as I'd hoped, because we are fucking flat broke. There was no gold to be spent, but this turn there's a little bit. But it looks like there's not a whole lot of options. We can retrain a few raiders in Carandril, some orc archers, which we will do, and I'm sure in Minas Morgul we can train nothing. We can retrain a scout, however, and we shall do that as well. Cirith we can get an orc band. Mount Doomington has 2 recruitment slots, which is really odd. You'd think Barad-dûr would have more recruitment slots than the tourist attraction Mount Doomington, but no. Just 2 slots to match, which is very odd. And look at that, we're already out of cash. We're gonna have to deal with that eventually, the cash flow situation, I mean, because we are going on a mad recruitment spree right now. Eventually, that bubble is gonna burst, is all I'm saying. And we're gonna be left in the cold with nary a gold coin to keep us warm in the middle of the night. I don't know, I'm really conflicted here. We could assault Minas Tirith with the few units we do have. I mean, Dondeth does have quite an army here, but I think we're going to need more to deal with that garrison there. There is a little village here, though, as we had seen, thanks to the Palantiri. A massive forest, which doesn't really seem to have anything going for it. But yeah, Minas Tirith has quite a few units in it already, recruited units that they've trained in the past few turns, and then they've got this army here, Captain Amlaith, as well as Captain Helegwivin, apparently, which between them, it appears that they have 8 units, so that, I think that's basically a Gondorian army there, 8 units plus an additional 6, 12, 14 units rather, that can fuck with Dondeth, and that's not really great. I do have Dwarf Want to help, though, a little bit of reinforcements, but basically what it boils down to is I think I need to wait just a few more turns until all my my reinforcements show up, rather, especially this catapult and these maulers and whatever else I've got on the way. But what I will do in the interim, I think, is I'm going to take Dondeth's army, and I'm going to, well, save for that unit that slows us down. I think it's, who is it? Raiders, Morning Guard, I have no idea. It's one of these fucking units that's slowing us down. And it's that guy right there. Okay, let's grab everything else other than that. I could have done that off camera, but apparently not. Okay, so it's these two units here slowing us down. We can't make it to the port this turn, actually, but we'll still go straight out. Hopefully, they will attack Dondeth before they attack Osgiliath. But there we go. I'm going to get Dondeth to blockade this port here. And then, well, can we recruit a mercenary? Actually, no, we cannot. But he'll blockade that port. We'll get some units from that. Meanwhile, Dwarf of Wa in the north will take everyone except for Muslin or Gordish. Let's see. Everyone except for Muslin. We'll leave Muslin in Karendros. And we're going to assault this village, actually. 2 turns we'll be there and we'll take it. And I'm sure it will bring a few more gold coins, which will be a few units. It may be the difference, you know. But as far as I can tell, there's only 3 Gondorian militia units there, and then there's no chance of counterattack except for Altburg, which is right up here. But we might be able to see them coming if we build a tower right away. But basically, this might not be a bad province to have. It could possibly give us... well, the income is going to be shitty, actually. It's only 650 for the Gondorians, so it's not going to be much better for us, but still, 650, 400, whatever, that's about 2 more units that we can field. But it gives Dwarf Wall something to do in the meantime. I'm sure that Dondeth can handle whoever comes our way via Minas Tirith. In the meantime, Lunmaz just has to keep an eye open for units from Arnak and Pelargir. I don't believe Pelargir has much of a garrison itself. 3 units, yeah. If we can field a 3rd army, I believe Pelargir would be a perfect target for Hormarath. But of course, it's a matter of cash, and that's not really something we have right now. But we can recruit just a few more units. There we go. I think every other unit we recruit, we're going to have to send to Thornburg, because if we can hold Thornburg this turn, I'm not sure we'll be able to hold it the next, or the turn after that, you know what I mean? Like, we need constant reinforcements, and we want to hold on to Thornburg for sure, because we can concentrate our forces here. There's not really anyone coming by there, but basically, if we hold on to Thornburg, which is a fortress that we can easily defend, that means we can also hold on to Malgalad, and we do not have to garrison the Black Gate. So we just need to consolidate and concentrate our forces in Thornburg, if at all possible, and just go from there. But anyway, there's not much left for me to do this turn except end it, and maybe deal with our diplomats. We've already talked to Isengard, so I suppose we can talk to the Free Peoples of Eriador. Oh my god, look at these guys. These guys are badass. You know what? I have not actually seen any of Eriador's units, so these are all new to me, and they look absolutely wonderful. I love it. These archers, fan-fucking-tastic. But maybe we can get trade with these guys. I don't know. But you know what? Yeah, we are definitely not allied with Isengard yet, as we had discovered, I believe it was last episode, and I'm not sure we will get an alliance with Isengard either. They are far too weak, and they might end up just dragging us down. I believe, actually, let's take a look at that again. Rune might be at war with Dale, actually, as they share a border. I'm not sure. Harad, they're at war with Gondor and Rohan, but we haven't seen any action from them yet. I'm kind of wondering if Harad is taking some of the forces, some of the concentration of Gondor, some of the attention, rather, is what I'm trying to say. My god, I was having a bit of trouble there. Some of the attention from Gondor, as I can see a ton of devastation here. So I'm wondering if perhaps the Haradrim are marching north as they control this town here, and they're trying to get Lynn here, which is the Gondorian capital for some reason. That's a little odd. Perhaps they know that Minas Tirith is inevitably going to fall. But there you go. I believe that that's what's going on here. But, because, you know what, we're not really seeing a whole lot of action outside of Minas Tirith lately, other than those few armies that we have destroyed. But with our spies, we can see there's no reinforcements really coming. There's just, you know, a few units. But that's Harad. Rune are actually at war with both the dwarves and Dale. So I suppose they're trying to push ever westward, but still Dale controls South Rovanian, so I guess only time will tell what is going on there. And I believe that's basically all of my agents. I've got one... Oh shit, I've got one... Oh, that's right, I've got this guy heading towards Dale, I believe it was. But there we go, or even the elves. Perhaps I can get a peace with the elves, just to take the pressure off us in Minas Tirith for now. I'm not sure. I guess, you know, it's worth a shot. But anyway, speaking of the elves, we might as well end the turn. And hopefully we can try to hold on to Thornburg. My god, cross your fingers, everyone. Cross them hard. So, just as I suspected, we are going to have to defend Thornburg right off the bat here from the elves. As we can see, though, their army is not incredibly good. They've got, it's mostly just very light spearmen, light elven archers, and forest wardens. So basically it's a spear army, and well, of course they have ballistas as well. A few weak units as well, 17 men for this unit, 33 for this, 66 for those Sylvan spearmen. And that's all well and good, but our army is nothing to write home about either. We've only got 1,600 orcs to these 1,100 elves, and it might not go good. In fact, I'm stalling a little bit. I'm quite worried about this. I do not want to fight this battle, but I suppose we've no other choice but to just jump right in. Alright, so what I have done, everyone, is I've got my missile units right in front of the gate, as I am very wary of, yes, you can see, of course, the elves are going to be using their ballistas against my wooden walls, and I do not want to put any of my units on those walls, lest they knock them down with their massive ballista bolts. And what I'm going to do from there, once they get through the walls, is I'm going to draw them into, hopefully, a massive circle of death. We can try to contain them at the gate, but unfortunately that doesn't really give us many options for flanking. So I've got my Morning Guard here. I'm hoping that they'll come flooding through the gate and go straight for the courtyard, and then we can flank with my spearmen. Well, actually, I might try to contain them to this street here and also this street, and then I've got my raiders and what's-his-nuts, my Uruks, to come around and try to break them around the flank, and hopefully we can cause as many casualties as possible with our archers in that time frame. Unfortunately, we are already getting a few casualties due to those ballista bolts. I'm going to try to redraw my lines here, but the pathfinding has actually surprisingly been very cooperative. But look at that, they're already busting a massive hole through our walls, and I'm not too fucking thrilled about it. But what I'm hoping will happen is we can coax the elves in, and then we can put our orcs up along the walls. We can shoot them in the rear once they decide to charge through the holes that they've fucking pushed through. I have no idea how long they're gonna spend blowing apart my walls. Well, apparently a long time. They're working on a second hole here before finishing the first, which is a little odd. I think what they're actually doing is firing at my units themselves, not the walls, because I bet once I move this unit, the ballistas will change yet again. It's hard to say, really. I can't fucking tell what's going on. But anyway, we just basically have to wait out these ballista bolts, and I might just edit all this bullshit out, because this is gonna take fucking forever. So the elves have already punctured a hole in my wall, and they remain motionless, so I don't know what the hell their fucking plan is. I think they're just going to expend as many ballista bolts as possible, and then move on with their wee little lives. Alright, so the elves are on the march. They finally decided to move, so I've got no choice but to move all my fucking archers. I'm not sure what their fucking plan is, these elves. And I'm about to find out, I suppose. But I'm starting to place some of my archers on the walls here. It appears that the elves have dropped all of their siege equipment, so we should have very few problems with these assholes if we can place our spearmen correctly. But here we go. They are charging through this gap here, and I assume they're going to go for the courtyard, but you never know. They could go for my Uruks and my Raiders, which would be not ideal. I guess this is the defining moment. They themselves don't even know where the fuck they're going. They've stopped and shit. Okay, they're now coming for our Raiders, perhaps? I'm not sure. Which is not great. I was hoping that they'd go into the middle of my formation, but rather they're going to go along the outside, perhaps. Basically, what I was hoping is that oh shit, they may even split their forces, which is an entirely different story. But I've got a bunch of spearmen on the left flank here. Okay, are they making a move? No, I have no fucking clue what these guys are doing. Okay, it appears that a unit of Sylvan spearmen is moving to meet us, and I'm going to try to pin these guys in place with my spearmen as good as I can. I'm gonna get all of my archers to fire at these assholes. There we go. Okay, my orc raiders and the like. Actually, you know what? Let's fucking do this. Let's try to get these guys shot in the flank. That would be fantastic by all of my fucking scouts. I think all of my scouts actually are still in skirmish mode, which is not really ideal for this type of situation. But what could happen actually is that these spearmen are going to go after my archers, which it appears that's what they're doing. But I got to get these two units to shoot this one unit. There we go. But it looks like the remaining elves have gone after my Morning Guard and the like. So they're tied up for now. We've just got to puncture through on this flank here, and my scouts are taking the brunt of that fucking attack, actually. Let's get these scouts to attack these Sylvan Spearmen. Damn, they're receiving a lot of fire, but they don't seem to be going down. I'm not sure if these Sylvan Spearmen can see off my Morning Guard. I have no idea how good they are, but it can definitely see off my Orc bands. Let's see if I can get to firing on those guys. Maybe my Orc band should even come around the flank here. It's hard to say, really, what I should be doing. But damn, they're just loosing arrow after arrow at these elves, and they are not going down. But I think... Let's see, have we seen off these elves already? Yes, we already broke one unit of Sylvan Spearmen, so let's take care of these Forest Wardens, actually. And then we can rush into the flanks. Actually, we might take out these Elven Archers first, and then we'll rush into the flanks of these elves. If this plan works out, we may very well survive this siege, which is surprising to me. I thought we were going to lose Thornburg, but we may very well lose Thornburg after... the next siege, even. That would be horrendous, but our scouts are already taking a lot of casualties, probably from friendly fire, but there's not much can be done about that. Let's see, once we rout these Forest Wardens, I'm going to send my Uruks after those spearmen there, actually. Here we go, my Raiders can handle these Wardens, I would say. Yeah, we're taking a lot of casualties in our scout unit, which... is acceptable, I would say. Our Morning Guard are doing quite well against these Sylvan Spearmen. My Orc band's not so hot against the Forest Wardens. I'm not sure how much of that is friendly fire either, but I want all of these units to be firing at... let's get them to fire at the elves, actually. They're lightly armored. Oh, I thought we had routed that Forest Warden, but apparently not. They're just charging after my Uruks, who are now flanking these Sylvan Spearmen, and I would assume those Spearmen are close to routing. These Forest Wardens as well, they are low on men. What we don't want happening, though, is our general to die. That would be not good in the least. But now we have a unit of Orc Band that can pursue those archers, get them out of the game right now. We want to maintain our melee units, actually, for... the units in the middle. Once we break them, the battle is won. I'm just going to use these scouts as my... Oh shit, we already broke those units. We broke both those fucking units. There we go. Let's get these guys storming to flank these spearmen in the middle. There we go. And these Orc bands will chase those Elven Archers. And sure, let's get all of my archers actually firing at those elves for now. There we go. We are going to lose an Orc band, unfortunately, and I'm not sure we'll be able to replenish them we will not be able to replace that unit for quite some time, is what I mean. But our orc archers are doing quite well, getting a few pot shots off on these archers here. And let's get them to stop firing, actually, as my spearmen are going to run these guys out of town. Literally run them out of town. But I need my melee units to engage very quickly here. And, shit, I hope my orc bands actually clean these guys up. I was expecting them to skirmish away, but we might be able to just take them out right now. Let's get my Uruks to take out... Actually, we have to take out these Ballistamen first. And then we'll split our forces. We should... Actually, you know what? Let's send our forces in the hole to the rears of these Sylvan Spearmen and Forest Wardens, as our Orc bands will not be able to contain them for much longer. Speaking of Orc bands, they're starting to cut through these elves ever so slowly. And the less arrows in the air, the better in general, really. So, enemy arrows, that is. The more Orcish arrows... way better. We're taking a lot of time to cut through these Ballistamen, so I'm just going to speed through here. I'm not sure if these gates are firing at my men or the enemy. It's hard to tell, but they say that they're owned by Mordor, so I'm going to take their word for it. Shit! We killed the fucking elven captain there. By goodness gracias. So now's the time to charge. Bam! Perfect. But we are still receiving elven arrows, and my orc bands have made quite a foothold outside the walls here. Shit, not doing bad at all, guys. This is going fucking great. I think this should be a this should be the measuring stick that we measure all future defenses of Thornburg against, because this is fucking great. My god. Unfortunately, we have entirely lost a unit of orc band. Luckily for us, though, it is one of the most easily replaced units. This orc band, though, is taking quite a lot of casualties for some unforeseen reason. I'm not sure what's going on here. I think they're trying to run through the elves, and of course that will cause a lot of casualties. Unfortunately for us, though, we have not routed any of these elves yet. Perhaps these Sylvan Spearmen are about to flee. They are shaken. Shaken in their boots, that is.
They have lost half their men.
But our orc band is about to fall. And that just leaves our orc raiders against these spearmen here. If only I had a Nazgul, this would have been over much quicker. Jesus, we are taking a massive amount of casualties in this unit here. We may even lose our second unit of orc band, which is not ideal at all. I was hoping that these elves would break much quicker, but they are lasting quite well against us, actually. So I might just charge these assholes in the rear with the entirety of my orcish archers. Hopefully they do enough damage to see these guys off. But we desperately need reinforcements in Thornburg, and I've only got a few units coming within the next few turns. So it's not ideal, for certain. But anyway, we might as well speed through these combats. The elves are wavering, and shit, we're losing a lot of Morning Guard as well, which is, you know, one of the units I want to preserve the most, as they are the most powerful. But there we go. We have broken the elves in the middle of our territory here, and now we just need to deal with these archers. So if we can get to flanking, that would be fantastic. We definitely need more melee units, though. More raiders is the word. More raiders, more maulers, and the like. That would be fucking fantastic. But here we go. We are now trying to charge these guys in the rear. It's going to take a while, though. Going to take a while. Unfortunately, for some reason, my orc band are not able to handle a unit of whatchamacallit, elven archers. Quite surprisingly, I thought they'd be able to handle it no fucking problem, but the more you know, I guess. But here we go. We are now surrounding these assholes, and we should be able to take care of them pretty soon here. Pretty soon. Unfortunately, something's going on with this ballista. I'm not sure what it is. I think we'll have to send a lot of orc band up to Thornburg in the next coming turns. This is ridiculous. Trolls or something, anything. The problem with elves is, the problem with Mordor against elves is they have such good morale, the elves, that is, and I don't have any units to shock them, except for trolls, that is, and the Nazgul and the like. So I'm kind of stuck just throwing my orcs against their spears, as is the situation here. And as you can see, they, for the most part, win, and I'm not very pleased about it. In fact, my scouts here are not going to do very well against those few spearmen. They should be breaking, but no, they remain, and I bet you these archers are actually going to give my units a what for. Even though we're slowly chewing through them, they're just not falling nearly as quickly as you'd hope, and in fact, my general is probably about to die. And that is the last thing I want to happen right now. He is holding our forces together, so I'm going to try to pull him out wherever he may be. I think this is him right here, the bloody one, of course. I can't fucking tell who is who. Yeah, there he goes. There is my general dead. Now my forces are most likely about to rout. Fuck me, there they go. Fucking elven archers, of all things. Light elven archers. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, if we lose this battle.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Battle is very much in our favor, but I bet you any money that we are going to lose the battle, as there is 6 elven archers left and a ballista unit left, and that's just enough to totally fuck up the rest of my army, apparently, as this recent conflict has shown. I don't know what it is with these fucking elven archers, but for some reason, they just refuse to die. And in fact, they killed my general, a bunch of Uruks, and holy shit, like, look at all the bodies here, all the orcish bodies. I'm not impressed in the least, and in fact, I'm quite frustrated and annoyed. These elves are ridiculous, to the point of frustration. Okay, but hopefully we can see off these last few units. No, I don't think so. These guys are too fucking ridiculous, and they refuse to die. But I think we've done it, actually. Have we routed them? Okay, well, we saw off those archers somehow, and all of our melee units have died, though, which basically just leaves our castle garrisoned with archers. Not ideal. Actually, for my sake, I'm just going to loose a ton of arrows at these ballistamen, artillerymen, whatever you want to call them. For some reason, my archers refuse to fire at these guys, but I just don't want to go into melee with these assholes, just to prevent casualties. Unluckily for us as well, Thornburg has no training capabilities whatsoever. Gee willikers, what a silly battle. All of my orcs have died. All of my melee orcs, that is. Hopefully we get a few of those casualties back, but I doubt it. We may have to send Fort Laguf up to Thornburg and, you know, change it to Fort Thornburg. At this rate, holy shit. Alright, everyone, this is a clear victory. We captured a few elves, but I think what we're going to have to do is entirely fucking slaughter them, execute them. Unfortunately, we did not really heal as many casualties as I hoped. Well, we did heal 90 orcs of an orc band, so that's something, but for the most part, we lost an unsustainable amount of orcs. This is a Pyrrhic victory in the purest sense of the word, but hopefully we can get some reinforcements before some more elves attack, but I'm not really confident. I'll see you on the campaign map, though. Alright, we're going to execute all of those elves. There we go. That was 1,400 gold coins worth of elves. And holy shit, we've got a bunch of assassins trying to do some dirty work on our Nazgul, which is a little odd. Okay, so, as I was saying, though, we have an assassin trying to kill Dwarf Wa, who is taking this settlement here. We're going to build some rams and maintain the siege. There we go. Druidan village. We're going to take that. Hopefully, perhaps this assassin will end up killing Dwarf Wa. That would absolutely blow. I would probably rage quit, not going to lie. At the same time, we've got another assassin trying to knock out Dawn Death. But there we go. We've blockaded the port. That completes our mission. Unfortunately for us, we've got a small Gondorian army marching somewhere. I'm not sure where. They might take out Dwarf Wa on his return trip. But we only have to wait outside this port for 1 turn, and that completes our mission, and that's all we need to do. Nag here, our general in Thornburg, rather, has died, and we've no choice but to send some reinforcements. I'm going to have to send as many men as I can spare from Malglad. There we go. We'll leave a garrison of 1 scout, and Laguf will have to head the charge in the north. He's got to do something, I suppose. He is technically our faction heir, our faction leader, that is. He is totally our faction leader. And holy shit, we can actually recruit an orc band in Thornburg, surprisingly. We do need to... Well, if we blow 1,000 coins, we can actually recruit and retrain scouts as well, which we might have to do. What we do need to do, though, is repair our walls first, and then we can go from there, which I guess is a thing for next turn. But there we go. Holy shit, we've got a ton of units going on, a ton of orc bands, and yeah, we're just absolutely shitting out units now, and we're going to recruit some Morning Guard. There we go. We've got 3 units to send north. I might as well send them north because all of these orc bands are going to be sent elsewhere. And elsewhere is the very front lines. There we go. I don't know why I'm sending them to Mount Doomington. They do indeed need to be going to Cirith Ungol. There we are. Cirith Ungol itself has an orc band, and here we go. Laglug is going to come and grab... well, actually, Rad here is going to grab these 3 units and take them to the Osgiliaths. There we are. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking this is not a bad place to end the episode, actually. We might as well call it quits here. I'm a little frustrated, actually. I might need to take a rage nap, lay down for a little bit. Just let the anger slowly drip out of me. Drip? That's not a good way... That makes it sound like I'm pissing the bed, actually. What we're gonna do, though, is we'll talk to Eriador here. We'll get some maps. Okay.
I must say,
just rejected. They demand 150 gold coins per turn and trade rights, and that is unacceptable. We will not give them any gold. That is ridiculous. We're broke as it is. So let's see what they think of that.
Proposal is of little interest.
600 gold coins? No. I would like to have trade rights for the small trickle of income that it will do, but 600 gold coins is...
I must say, we are not...
that's a lot of gold. 100 gold per turn. I think we can swing that, though, for maps and trade rights, though. 100 gold coins per turn. Okay, you know what? We might as well do it. We're not getting any richer, and trade rights, in the end, may end up helping us. It's hard to say. I also want to see maps.
It was a fair deal.
More than anything, so... No, it was not a fair deal. I would rather pay nothing. Aaron Weir, you fucking asshole. I would rather pay nothing. Oh my god. See, that video is lovely,
Till we meet again.
but slightly out of place considering I'm talking about slaughtering elves and absolutely dominating the entire world. Just a little bit out of place, but look at that. We discovered the Shire, and now we just have to find Hobbiton, and I believe this is it. Yes. I don't see the any hobbit holes, though, just some mounds of green. I suppose those are the hobbit holes, but it's hard to say. They just look like trees to me. Regardless, we need to end the turn. Well, end the video, rather. But, yeah, things are going okay. They're progressing. But I'm hoping the income brought from this village will be worth the effort. And then the units that we are bringing from the heart of Mordor will be enough, more than enough, rather, to take Minas Tirith. I'm almost wondering if we should just bypass Minas Tirith completely and take Pelargir. Or even, what is this, Arnak? Because there's like 3 units in Arnak and fucking 4 units in Pelargir. But I'm not sure if those towns also have garrison scripts. I would doubt it. I would doubt it. And you know what? What I could do also is send a scout all the way to the south to see what's going on there. But I might not bother. We've got how many units going on? I thought I had recruited more orc bands than that, but apparently not. I am recruiting 2 additional units in Barad-dûr though, so that's certainly something. But yeah, I better stop rambling and end the video, as I've probably said about 400 times now. So, as always, everyone, thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying where this campaign is going. It's starting to get a little sticky, but whatever. We'll fucking figure it out, I suppose. But until next time,